So I have a very good video for you today. Today, I'm going to solve your problem on why your Instagram account is not making you money. I'm going to give you 4 lessons, just 4 lessons. If you apply these lessons, if you execute these lessons, your Instagram account marketing will change. You will start to make money. So every month, I have people who will come to me, they'll hire me to get consulting from me to figure out why their Instagram account is not making them money. And then they will ask me to do something for them to change their business around. And what I find is majority of them have these 4 common problems. And the minute I solve these problems, their Instagram account begins to work. So chances are, if your Instagram account is not making you money, it's one of these 4 things or all 4 of these things are missing. So the very first thing is why people's Instagram account does not work is because they don't have a business plan. They don't understand their business. They don't know their business model. So when people come to me and say, Magic, why am I not working? How can I make money? The first thing I ask them is, what are you selling? How many pieces can you produce every month? How quickly can you scale? And most of them have no idea. It's like, you have a business where you're having handmade jewelry, or you have handmade bikini, or you have an e-commerce store, some products. How many can you produce? Let's say we start driving traffic and you can only make 5 pieces a day. What happens if we get 50 orders a day? Can you fulfill that? I don't know. Well, if you don't even know how much you can produce, how will you know where you need to make an effort, how much you will need to sell to make money for yourself, and where to work, what areas to focus on? You have no idea. It's the favorite comment that I hear from people is like, I'll ask them, how much do you want to sell? And they'll be like, as much as I can. And my response is, congratulations, you're already selling as much as you can, which is 0. If your goal is as much as you can, nobody can help you. Think you go for a job interview and somebody asks you how much salary you want. You're like, as much as you can. Or you ask them, how much salary will you pay me? And they're like, as much as we can. But what does that mean? If you want to succeed in business, the very first thing you need to know is your numbers. How many can you produce every month? How many do you need to sell every month to break even, to make a lot of money for yourself? If you don't know that, then all your efforts go to waste. You put a lot of effort in, right? You're creating products, or you're creating Instagram videos, photos, whatever it is. It all costs money. Even if you're the model, even if you're taking your own photos, you're investing your time. You're putting all this time and effort to sell 10 pieces, make $500 a month. That's not worth it. So you need to start by knowing what is it that you want to accomplish. What are the possibilities? If you know your numbers, then you can come with a plan. So the first problem always is not knowing your business plan. The number 2 is not knowing your money plan. So most of people, again, they don't even know how much money they need to make every month. They start an account, they get followers, then they start selling some products. So maybe you'll sell 10 pieces a month or 15 pieces a month, but that's not making you enough money. It's because you don't even know where the money sits. So let's say if you don't even know how many pieces you can produce, how many pieces you can sell every month, how do you know what price to sell them for? Let's say if you can only produce 100 pieces a month and you're selling them for $30 a piece, you're done, you're broke, your business is over. Because all the time that you put in, the money you pay other people to build following for you, at the end of the day, you're gonna be in loss. So if you can only produce 100 pieces a month, you have 2 choices. Either you need to sell it for $300, $400 a piece, or you need to have additional sales for every person who buys it. And people don't know this. You don't have your numbers. You don't know what your income source will be. And if you don't know these things, you're not going to make money. And that's the second thing I work with my clients. Let's figure out where the money is, where the money will come from. What do we need to sell? How many people we need to sell to? If we have a plan, then we can figure out how to drive traffic, what people to bring in. If you don't have this plan, you're bringing all these people in, you don't know what the hell you're doing. And this brings me to point number 3, not having your marketing plan. If you don't know how much you can sell, who you need to sell, you're just wasting your time. I have so many clients who will come to me. They're like, I have an Instagram account. I have 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers, and I'm not making money. I'm like, yes, because you don't know your targeting. You have wrong target. My favorite thing is, a lot of women who want to sell bikini or anything, they will have these very attractive photos of them, of their friends, and then they get someone to build following from them. Well, guess who's following them? Majority of their followers are men. And majority of those men are men from third world countries. You want to sell bikini, these men are not going to buy it. They just came here to look at your gorgeous photos. That's all they care for. You're better off having 500 younger women who were more likely to buy your bikini than a guy sitting in Mumbai or Delhi, because he's not going to buy a bikini from you. So having 50,000 followers doesn't help you. At the same time, if you know that you can only make 100 pieces a month and you can only sell it for 300, 400, 500 pieces, for $400, $500, then you know that you need to target people who will pay you more money for it. That means you need to create a very strong identity for your brand. That means they need to have a reason to say, that's a product I'm willing to spend $300, $400 for. Now maybe you need to get celebrities involved. But you see, if you have your numbers, if you have all these plans, your marketing strategy automatically falls in place. When you know what you can sell, how much you can sell, you automatically know what steps you need to take to get the sales going. And if you don't have that, then you're just shooting in the blind and in the dark and hoping something's going to work out. Things don't work out that way. Same thing, a lot of people, when they're selling their products, they have some kind of charity attached to it, that we donate 10% of this to so-and-so charity. Well, if you don't even know your audience, a lot of the times the charity that you're supporting is not a charity your audience cares for. So once again, you're wasting your target. So it's very important that you first figure out all these numbers, you figure out your audience. And at the same time, when it comes to the marketing plan, now if you know that you can only sell for $30, nobody's gonna pay you $300 for that, then you say, I need to find a second product that I need to sell them right away. Or I need to sell 2 pieces of this. I'm sure you see these ads on TV, right? Buy the first one and the second one just pays shipping and the second one's free. They're trying to sell you the second piece. And that's really how it is. You need to know your numbers. So then you can come up with a solid marketing strategy. Know your audience, know who to target, know how much you can sell and how to sell so you can make more money. And this brings us to the next and the final step, which is analyzing your data. So now you know what your business plan is, you know how much you can sell, you know how much you want to sell it for, and you have identified your target. Now you start running your campaign and you look at the data and you keep fixing it. Let's just say we start running ads and then we find that we spent $100 and nobody clicked on the ad. So we know the problem is with our ad. Now we fix it, we try different ads and one starts to work. Now they come to our first offer and they're not buying it. So now we know ads working, the offer's not working. So now we work on the offer begins to work. But now the second offer is not working. So our ad's working, offer's working, second is not working. Now we fix that and guess what? Now you have an Instagram model for your business that's making you money. The ads are working, the first product is selling, the second is selling, you're good. And those are the 4 stops. And those are the 4 steps you need to follow to make money for yourself. So start executing these 4 steps and I promise you, your business will change overnight. You will know exactly what to do, how to make money. You will put your efforts in the right area and you will start to make money. And if you need more tips, you want more lessons, more personalized lessons, then I have a very great free program. You don't have to spend a penny for that. I'm going to post a link for that underneath this. It's called Dream Income Challenge. The whole point of this program is to give you everything you need to start or scale your business and start earning your dream income. So every day you're going to get great tips from me that you're going to implement to your business to start scaling your income, to start making more money. Common sense things that most people don't realize when you're new into business. And so someone like me who's experienced, who's worked, who's made a lot of money for himself, who's made a lot of money to other people, can identify those tips, can give you those tips, tell you what you need to do to start making more money. And that's what all this program is about. It's going to tell you how you can make good money for yourself. So go ahead, sign up for that program. Let me send you some tips so you can start making more money.